So before, I didn't really know like a whole lot about co-ops. I got the premise that it was like member owned and it provided stuff, but I didn't really know like the details or what it provided. And then after I went on this trip and learned a lot more, I realized that in 1932, I think it was, that FDR made these co-ops or like allowed these co-ops to happen, and they provide the rural communities with resources they wouldn't have been able to get elsewhere because people in the cities just want to concentrate all of the resources there. So that's where the money's at. But co-ops aren't in it like for the money, they're in it for the people.
I would say I definitely knew absolutely nothing about cooperatives before this trip, which is why it took me so long to apply, because I was scared that everyone was going to be like so knowledgeable about what cooperatives were, and I was just going to be like the odd one out, and so I didn't really want to apply. But going into it, a lot of people were on the same level as me, so we all kind of learned together about cooperatives and how they're more family-based than profit-based. Like, it's more about the community and doing what's right for your members instead of profiting off of them like customers. I thought it was really surprising that, one, it was community-based instead of profit-based, because I think everything nowadays is so profit-based. I just didn't think there was something out there that still existed about doing what's right for your members instead of treating them like customers. And then something surprising, I thought it was surprising how, as a member of it, you could like still be involved in it. Like, you could petition to try to join the board or help make decisions. So I thought that was cool.
They are not there to take advantage of you. Like, they're a company, but not a company that's really for the profit. They're to connect people across places and across the country and really power the places that won't otherwise get it.
Favorite stop? I liked all the museums because me and my friends just got to hang out and explore, and I've never been that interested in museums before, but all the museums in Washington were actually really cool, and I actually liked them, which was cool because usually I'm begging to leave, but instead I was kind of upset that we didn't get enough time there. So I'd say the museums for sure.
That's such a hard question because like the whole tour was awesome, but we there was this time where we went during the night to like the National Mall and just took a walk around the whole thing, and that was really cool because they all have lights that shine in the night and it just makes it like it's such a completely different look from how it looks in the daytime.
I would say everyone, after all the events of the day, we would hang out in the hallways before bed, and even like by the end we got our curfew way extended, so everyone just got to hang out for the last night. And I would say a lot of those moments just really stuck with me, and hanging out and talking to people that I wouldn't normally get to talk to. And I just think like you grow up in like a small town like me, and then you like your worldview just is so small, and it's hard to get different opinions because everyone sort of just thinks the same things, because that's how it is here. And then it was cool just meeting people in the same environment as me that were also like me and like had bigger plans outside of the town.
There was a tour, or the time in the tour, we were at a restaurant on the way back, and I'm forgetting his name, the guy from AIEC, was it Jim?
Jim, the one
Jim.
that does the training?
Yeah.
The Co-op 101 training?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he was giving a speech about why he chose a co-op and how it affected the rest of his life and what he gets out of it, and he goes on all these trips and helps people just all around the world, and that really stuck with me of like this is a good thing. This isn't just a company out there. This is people doing great things. I think being in the White House, honestly, and around like there at the center of our nation, and that's where everything is ruled from. And that was like, that's the very top of the food chain, and I'm at the bottom. And it's like there's so much distance, and with my life, I want to close the gap a little bit.
Say for sure, just like leaving Geneseo and going to Washington, like your eyes are just opened so much. Like I've always been obviously aware, like there's so much more to the world, but you go to Washington, it's like it's right there in front of you. Like you're there in the bigger world. And it's just like, it just makes me excited for when I'm going to graduate and go out and do my thing. There's really no reason not to apply because, I mean, it was awesome. Like, there's nothing that was like bad about it. You meet so many new people that you wouldn't have met, and you just see so many things that like you wouldn't have seen. Like you sit in your history classes and things like this, and you hear about the Capitol and you hear about all these places in DC, and it's like it doesn't really feel real. Like they're just places that you hear about in class. But then you go and you're like, oh, like these are real, like these are actual places. Like there's more to life than like the present. So I would definitely say there's no reason not to apply.
It's just such an enriching experience to go on. You meet some of the best people you've probably ever met. You go to the nation's capital, which is, everybody should go there. And there's so much stuff that you get to see there, all the museums. And you learn about like what a cooperative really is, and you realize how important they are to society. Thank you so much for allowing me to go on this trip because I learned a lot. I met a lot of amazing people, and I had such a great time. And I really appreciate the opportunity that I was able to go. No expenses for myself besides the many souvenirs that I bought. It means so much to me. Thank you.
I would want to say thank you for the opportunity, and you just showed me, how much bigger of an impact I can have if I really put my mind to it. And just want to say thank you for letting me go out and see everything and meet all those new people. And it was an awesome experience.